Hey everyone, Strike here, coming back at you with another LEGO DC Comics Superhero Set review, and today we're going to be taking a look at Set 76027 Black Manta Deep Sea Strike with 387 pieces, ages 6 to 12, and it's a Justice League set that comes with 4 minifigures. We've got Black Manta, Aquaman, Scuba Robin, and Batman, and we're going to take a look at the back. We see that it comes with like a little shark and Black Manta's little sub and the Batman sub, and then like a little bit of a play set here with the little Atlantis structure type thing, and then we've got Robin being saved by Scuba Robin being saved by Aquaman. I almost said Scuba Man, that would have been embarrassing. But yeah, we got the Bat sub and all this awesome stuff, and there's a comic book included as always. But anyway, let's get right into the set. So as you can see, I've emptied the contents of the box. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags. As you can see, we've got the comic book over here as always. I've already gone over these in all the other reviews, but they basically just have little stories for each of the sets. Now they're just doing one single comic book so they can save money on printing, I'm assuming, and they can fit all the sets into one little book. But so you'll end up having like 5 of these by the end of the wave. Then of course there is the sticker sheet, not numbered. Actually, it is numbered, I think. Okay, it's only numbered on these two right here that my fingers are on, those two. And then of course the only thing that's outside of any bagging aside from those things are these little tubes. Then of course LEGO has been doing this thing recently where they've been dividing each individual like build into its own, giving it its own manual, kind of helping out some of the like scalpers who only buy the sets so they can sell them on eBay. The first one has 53 pages of building. I'm gonna have to go through all of these individually. Where is this? This is about 45, 47, about 50 pages of building, and then 51 pages of building, something like that. And then this one only looks like it has about 30 pages of building or so. And this one's a bit bent up because this one was literally on the, it was literally halfway through the flap here, trying to get out of the box, trying to escape so I couldn't build the set. But yeah. The instruction booklets are kind of getting annoying. Having like 3 per set is kind of getting old. I mean, I can kind of understand what they're trying to do, but it's just kind of obnoxious. But anyway, let's move on to the rest of the set. As for spare parts, we do get quite a bit. As you can see, we get a spare batarang as usual. Whenever we get a batarang in a set, we usually get 2. And surprisingly enough, we got another scepter or trident for Aquaman, which is pretty awesome. It comes with 2, just like it came with 2 swords in the Gorilla Grodd set, which that's pretty cool. And as you can see, we get a glow-in-the-dark stud spare. We get a spare of Scuba Robin's mask. We get a spare set of handcuffs and just some basic pieces, as you can see here, like lightsaber handles, those new gun things that, you know, fire out the missiles or the studs and whatnot. And, you know, just a few other extra little pieces that we get in the set. Not a whole lot, nothing too cool, but, you know, a spare Aquaman scepter trident thing is always pretty cool to get. Now, as you can see, the first figure here that we have is the Batman. Now, this is pretty much almost entirely the same Batman that we had received in the Gorilla Grodd Goes Bananas set, except for one exception. The head is from the 2014 Penguin Face-Off set. So there's a little bit of variety there, and as you can see, he does come with a batarang. He comes with 2 batarangs in this set. But we always usually get a batarang, most of the time at least. And as you can see, basically, once again, that this is basically just the same Batman we got in that other set, which isn't too bad, actually. I'm kind of glad, because now I have 2 of these Batmans for the most part. I mean, really, the new face is only on the other set. And if you think about it, it's kind of sad, because this head on the Batman, as far as the flesh goes, is a bit too pale compared to the regular flesh head, or the regular flesh tone, and the one that comes in the Gorilla Grodd set is too tan. So in both of these 2015 winter sets, we get heads that are not the same. There's the back printing, by the way, same as the Gorilla Grodd set. So not too much to go into detail there, but that is pretty much it for the Batman. If you haven't seen my Gorilla Grodd review, I go over more in detail about how this is like, you know, the new 52 Batman and all that stuff. But anyway, that is it for Batman. Now moving on to Aquaman. Now here's Aquaman. Now this is the exact same figure that we got in the 2013 Batboat set. So another Aqua set for Batman means another Aquaman. And of course, it's basically the same figure. Now, one thing that is totally different, now aside from his standard trident, which he includes 2 of in the set, once again, this is the one that was the spare, so I just held that in his hand as his accessory. Sorry. One thing that is bothering me tremendously is when I got his torso out, I noticed this huge gash in his shoulder. Now, you can see that there. That looks absolutely horrible. I looked at that when that came out of the box, and I said something I'm not going to repeat, but holy crap does that look bad. Look at that. That is a whole chunk just of plastic, just like, it looked like someone took a pen and just jabbed it. It looks horrible. I will be getting my torso replaced because of this, because that's ridiculous. I mean, the torso itself isn't, there's not too much wrong with it, but yeah, that really upsets me. Now, I had to replace a bunch of my other 2015 torsos for the sake of cracking as soon as, you know, I got them, which is, you know, a nuisance, but this beats them all. That crack in the shoulder is just absolutely horrible, and I can't believe that happened to me. Now, as for the rest of him, standard Aquaman figure. As you can see, if you flip his emo hair around, or technically it's supposed to be like wet, but you know what I mean. Gosh, just look at that. That just, we get the same angry face that we got in the 2013 set. It's literally the exact same figure, except this one is actually damaged out of the box, which is just really upsetting. But that is it for Aquaman. Not too much to say about him other than my complaint. But yeah, same Aquaman, so let's move on. Now the next figure in the set is the only figure in the entire set that has never, that's a character that's never been made into a set, and that is Black Manta. Basically Aquaman's arch nemesis. He comes with a spear as his weapon, which is pretty cool. I'm probably not going to have that in his hand all the time, but here he is. He's pretty awesome. As you can see, his head doesn't move because of the way it is built. I will show you, I will take it off so you can see that. Oh, hold on a sec. Alrighty. Ah, man. So here is his torso, and as you can see, it's got kind of like a breathing thing on it, and it's got something like that on the back. It's basically just supposed to be like the technology, I guess, for his helmet, but it's going to be covered up by the helmet, so you can't really see it. But it's basically just pretty much just a black suit design with a little bit of like silver lines and stuff, which is pretty cool. And then the way his helmet goes on is it comes like this. It comes like flattened out, as you can see right there. And then you take this piece this part right here, and you stick it on, and then the helmet just kind of comes around from the back and then pops right on top of that. So that's really, really cool. I really like this figure. It's very good. He doesn't have any leg printing, which it's not a huge deal on this guy. I mean, some of the other figures it could have really used it, but this one I don't really mind it too much. I'm kind of surprised they gave him the amount of detail on his torso that they gave him. I remember I thought he was just gonna have like basically just a black muscle, the muscle design printed on a black torso in like white or silver or something, but no, they actually made him look really intricate as far as the torso goes, and it looks really, really cool. But yeah, that's just about it for the Black Manta figure. So the next figure up on the list, and our last figure, is Robin in his scuba outfit. Basically, he just comes with this helmet with little scuba goggles on and a little snorkel. And then we have the Robin in his handcuffs. His handcuffs is basically what is his accessory. Is actually, he does come with the handcuffs, which go around his hands so that, you know, he can be captured. And just like the Batman and the Penguin face-off set, he comes with flippers. And he has chains for his legs, but that's for part of the set, which I'll get into later. But if we take his head off, we do see that he comes with one of these scuba pack things. And then we can see he does have, in fact, the Screaming Robin face from the original Robin figure, except he did get rid of some of like the lines around the mouth, which is kind of cool. But as we can see, we take a look at the torso now. As we can see, he's got the Robin logo on with his breathing system over his suit, and then he's got like an underwater utility belt, which is cool, which must be pressurized or something. And then continues on to the back, and as we can see, like the tubes on there. And then we take off his, oh my god, these heads are so, like all the heads I've been getting in these Lego sets recently have just been so incredibly stiff. We can put on his, and I broke my goddamn stand. Alright, moving on. As we can see, that's basically just Robin. pretty cool, pretty simple. He's the boy wonder. What are you going to do? I mean, I wasn't expecting too much from him. Hopefully we can get some new designs of Robin soon aside from this. And aside from the original classic version from the 2012 sets. But that is it for the minifigures. Let's move on to the vehicles and the rest of the set. Okay, before we actually get into the set, I wanted to go over this guy on the minifigure stand. He doesn't really go on there that well. I mean, I can kind of probably click him on there. But this is the little shark that comes. I'm actually going to remove these. This is the little shark dude that comes with Black Manta. It's supposed to be his little like mind-controlled drone shark. This thing is actually kind of cool. It has these like, I guess, heat-seeking missiles or something that come with it. And they're actually really cool. These studs on the ends glow in the dark. You can't really see it. There you kind of can, but they glow in the dark, which is really cool. Really cool to see some like little glow-in-the-dark tidbits here and there in this set. And of course the shark can open his mouth. And he had a sticker on his forehead, which I'm assuming is supposed to be like mind control or a freaking laser beam. So I guess you could say that this is a freaking shark with a freaking laser beam attached to his head, which is pretty cool. Dr. Evil reference there if you didn't get that. But yeah, that is a little shark dude. I wanted to go over him because he seems pretty awesome. Nice to have a little shark buddy for Black Manta. But yeah, moving on to the rest of the actual set. Now for the first actual vehicle that we actually build in the set is going to be the Bat Submarine, which is pretty cool, pretty straight up build. It's just kind of an elongated little submarine with the bat ears on technically both ends, but it's obviously just supposed to be this. Then we got a Batman sticker up front. We got a little twisty knob thing for that. We got flick missiles on the side that can move up and down depending on, you know, what you want it to do. And then of course I can never get these things to like fire out. The old sets it was so much easier because they had different Technic pieces that allowed it to instantly slide out. These you got to click them in. But of course there's a little cockpit here for Batman to go into. Now with the new capes it's great because if you're going to be playing with this set a lot, you can put Batman or anyone with a cape inside of these vehicles and not worry about the wrinkling or creasing or ripping, or not really ripping, but like making them so they're all like where they fray. That's the word, I believe. Fray is what happens. They start like having little ends of them stick up. Now Batman's hands are kind of a pain to get in there, and his cape isn't exactly going down all the way, but anyway, you close the thing, Batman's in there, and he can, you know, swim around in his submarine, and it's kind of cool because you can see his little ears poking out. And if you want to, if something happens to the submarine, like Black Manta destroys like the engine or something, or like the thing starts leaking inside, Batman, if he needs to, you know, can put on his little water mask thing, and this thing, which I'm assuming is supposed to be like a little jetpack, or not jetpack, but like escape pod type thing for Batman. I'm assuming. I'm not too sure, like, because I wouldn't know how he get into it. I don't know if it's like a Green Goblin glider thing where he just goes wee, or if he's supposed to like grab onto the front here, and then it's supposed to like, this is like the back of it, and it like does that kind of thing. If I'm going to use an escape pod, I'm probably just going to use the thing from the Penguin Face-Off set, but that is pretty much it for the Bat Submarine. Not much to it. Pretty simplistic little design. It's kind of fun though, just to have another like an actual underwater vehicle for Batman, because we've gotten bat boats in the past and we never technically got a submarine, so it's nice to get a submarine. It's very awesome. But anyway, moving on to the Manta Sub thing. Now here we have Black Manta's Manta Ray Sub thing, I guess. I guess that's what it's supposed to be called. I have no clue. It's pretty simple as far as the build goes. As you can see, we've got the little Black Manta sticker like emblem up front here. Then we've got these two little like Verizon type bars on the sides here, which is pretty cool. And then of course we got these awesome two pieces which just look really cool, and I don't know if this is supposed to come apart, but there's a little fin thing back here, fan motor thing, I guess that's a proper term for it. And then there's this really cool cockpit piece up here with these little like fin things right next to it, which is where Black Manta goes. You open that up and there is a sticker on the inside of there. I don't know if you can see it. Well, you know what? In there. There it is. All right, that is that sticker in there, and there's a one right there as well. You take the Black Manta figure and you stick him inside, like so. Just stick him in there. He fits in pretty snug. You can close that. You can see him in there now. And then you have these things, the stud launchers, but you've got these, once again, these little like heat-seeking missiles, I'm assuming, that have the glow-in-the-dark studs on the backs of them. And so when you fire them, they launch the whole thing, which is really cool. I actually like that kind of better than the just launching the studs. It's kind of cooler to see these things launch out because they look cooler than just plain old studs. But that is pretty much it for Black Manta's little Manta Ray Sub. That's what I'm just going to call it because, I mean, what else? Oh, his head can kind of turn, I guess. But anyway, get him out. And move on to the next little part of the set. Now this next part of the set isn't exactly a vehicle. It's in fact a little, what do you call it, playset type thing. And as you can see, it's like this Atlantean ruin type thing here. We've got the scepter on top or trident. I always call it a scepter for Aquaman, which means I have to get rid of the one that he's already holding. And this is where Robin comes in. As you can see, this is our Robin figure, but he does come with a chain piece that's supposed to go around the back of his feet. So what you do is you attach the stud pieces to the back of his feet, and then on the back of this, there's a little hook up here. As you can see at the top, there's my finger, and then, oh, he's backwards. Robin is supposed to go up there and hang by the neck. No, not by the neck, by his feet. He's supposed to hang upside down, and as you can see, he's trapped with Aquaman's trident, which is you can't really see at the top here. But it's really cool. I really like this thing with the gosh, what do you call it? The support beams, I guess, which are those really cool pieces that have like the you know, the ingrained chiseling on it, I guess. And it's really cool to see. This is supposed to be a ruin, obviously, since these aren't complete or part of any like full structure. So obviously this place burned down, and then you got like, you know, little watery things coming out of it, or like seaweed or whatever. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take the super jumper piece, which each of these new sets comes with, and you're supposed to put your Aquaman figure on it. And for the sake of the action sequence that's supposed to be going on here, let's make him angry. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to launch him up at the trident. Yeah. Dang it. What's supposed to happen is this releases the thing, and then that falls back, releasing Robin. And I gotta find my Aquaman figure now because he fell back behind my table. There he is. And that is what's supposed to happen. This thing kind of up here kind of prevents this from being knocked over, so I guess you're supposed to take that out kind of when you're doing this. So let me try that again, actually. Oh crap, I can't see it. Alright, Robin is up there now. Let's try that again. Go Aquaman. Wow, that was successful. Ugh. Woo! Okay, that's how you do it. You just throw him at it. But anyway, that's how he gets down, and then obviously once Robin is let loose, his trident is supposed to come down, not the spare one, the actual one that's supposed to be part of the set. It comes down, and then you have Aquaman with his trident, and that is pretty much it for this set. So anyway, guys, that concludes my review of the 2015 Winter Wave of the Winter Wave set of the Black Manta Deep Sea Strike. This set was pretty cool. It's probably my least favorite set in this wave in particular, but that's only because we've gotten Aquaman before. This is the exact same figure from another set. This Batman we've already gotten in the Gorilla Grodd set with a different head from a different set, like from like the previous year. And then Robin is a new like version of Robin, but again, he's still Robin. And really, if you're going to get this set, it's mainly probably for the vehicles and possibly like the little ruin area. And I mean, you do get a new version of Robin, but again, it's Robin. And then Black Manta is probably the best figure, is definitely the best figure in this set. But I mean, he's probably one of the only reasons some people probably went to get this set. I only wanted to get this set because I wanted to have a complete wave of sets. This is my first ever wave of DC superhero sets that I've completed. The other sets, like the 2012 wave, I didn't have. I did at one point have the Batmobile, but I sold it, and I never had the Funhouse Escape. With the 2013 sets, I never got the Dark Knight Rises sets, or the Dark Knight Rises set, the one set. And then with the 2014 sets, I never got the Riddler Chase or the Man-Bat Attack set. I never got any of those, but this is the first ever superheroes wave that I've completed. Like, I gotten all the sets in this wave. And I know I've said that like several times now, but it's true and it's awesome, and I feel so accomplished. But again, this Aquaman torso that's damaged with the chip in his shoulder just really drives me crazy, because I just received a bunch of torsos from the other 2015 sets that I had gotten that were cracked and messed up, and my Flash cowl, like the yellow paint rubbed off of his ears. But this takes the cake right here. This is just ridiculous. I'm gonna have to get a whole new order just for that torso. But anyway, that's going to conclude my review. I will be doing an overview of all the 2015 sets soon, so stay tuned for that. But as for right now, this is going to be my last LEGO review, probably until the Age of Ultron sets come out, unless I pick something else up. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I shall see you in the next episode. Later, taters.